Good morning, Guardians. Briar Rabbit here. Today we got a ton of topics I want to get through, so let's start off with weapon mods. Now, if you watch DCP or you follow this channel in the past, you know this has been a idea of mine, a want of mine, a hope of mine for Destiny 2 moving into the future, is the idea of weapon mods. So here's the idea, is you don't have to hope for a specific role on a weapon when you receive it. Every time you get a weapon, let's say the IS Luna makes a return in Destiny 2, every time you get an IS Luna, it comes with the same base perks, no matter if you get it from playing a PvP match on Tuesday or if you get it from playing a Iron Banner match on Wednesday. It doesn't matter when you get it, where you get it, it always is going to drop with the same exact perks on it. However, you're able to then modify that weapon with weapon mods that you find maybe out on patrol or in strikes or playing PvP. It's an extra set of drops that could basically modify your weapon. Maybe it's a rifled barrel or a new sight or some ability that is granted to your weapon based on the weapon mod that you put on it. So there does seem to be evidence that weapon mods are coming to Destiny 2 in the form of this picture here. And this has me really excited because to me it solves a lot of the problems of Destiny and Destiny RNG. Like the IS Luna example from before, a lot of people have been chasing the perfect IS Luna for going on 2 years now, and it's just never dropped. If a weapon happens to be rare, then getting a good roll on that rare weapon can be very frustrating. This would solve some of that pain for a lot of players because you finally get that weapon, and no matter when you got it or where you got it, it would always roll with the same perks, and then you could modify it with some of the modifiers or pieces that you've picked up along the way up to that point. Or if you get that IS Luna and you really want to put rifled barrel on it, then you go and you grind for a rifled barrel modification, which I think is a really cool idea, a really strong idea, and it takes a little bit of the success of the modification system from The Division, brings it to Destiny 2. It shows that they're learning stuff about Destiny, and they've also kind of learned from some of the pain points of Destiny 1. Next up, I'd like to discuss an article from Forbes.com written by Dave Thier. I'll put a link down in the description. The article is titled, Destiny 2 on PC is going to cause a real problem for raids. The crux of the argument here is that the increased precision that comes from using a mouse and keyboard is actually going to make the raids too easy for PC players. He brings up an example of the King's Fall raid where you actually have to be sniping the knights toward the end of the raids. It's a very important thing to do. You need to learn exactly where those knights are going to spawn. You need to know what their path is going to be, and you absolutely have to kill those knights or your entire team is going to suffer greatly. His argument is that is a relatively difficult thing to do on a controller, but with the precision of a mouse and keyboard setup, it's much, much easier. I think this is an interesting conversation to have. I don't know that I buy it. There's a lot more to killing those knights and completing that raid than just the precision of headshotting them. You need to know exactly where those knights spawn, when they spawn, what their path is, and yes, you do have to hit precision shots and kill them as quickly as possible. However, that is a very doable thing with a controller. Sure, it's a learned skill, but it's definitely a doable thing. If Bungie has achieved nothing else, they have made very good console-based shooters in the past. They have a magical amount of aim assist that no other first-person shooter has seemed to be able to duplicate, in my opinion, and it just feels great, and it's very easy to learn, and it's very natural feeling. Moving over to a PC, yes, you will have the increased precision of a mouse, but I don't know that that's going to be a significant advantage in PvE. It certainly would be if you need to turn around fast. If you got multiple enemies coming at you from multiple directions, and you just need to be able to turn around, do a 180, and instantly snipe a guy. That is more of a PvP kind of situation. So while I understand the argument, and I'm not sure I completely agree with it, I definitely think it's good food for thought. Next up on Bungie's YouTube page, they posted a video entitled Destiny 2 Gameplay Premiere, Clans and Guided Games, link in the description. in that video, there's a very small snippet featuring this, Season 1. You can see the text right there in the middle of the page. And this has a lot of people very excited because it could mean that we're going to see seasons in Destiny's PvP. And that would lead you to the conclusion that there may be ranked playlists as well. So if you're not familiar with seasons, basically it's a way to reset your statistics for PvP once in a while, basically. Once every season. Whether a season lasts a month, 2 months, 3 months is irrelevant, but the season would reset your stats. It would reset your ranking inside that ranked playlist and hopefully keep things fresh. A lot of the times in a lot of games, it's actually accompanied by a sandbox update where all of a sudden the meta changes, the new season begins, and there's new weapons that are kind of more viable and old weapons that are less viable. It's a way of just kind of resetting everybody's progress, resetting everything going on in PvP, starting with a fresh start, and it's really fun, especially in ranked playlists. So if we do get seasons, this could be really exciting for Destiny 2's PvP scene. A lot of people have been asking for a ranked playlist for a long time. It would separate, kind of the sweaty try-hard games with the more casual public playlists, and that would be a lot of fun. So here's to hoping there is, in fact, a season kind of system in Destiny 2, but we'll have to wait and see what exactly that means in regards to the new game. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. A couple of pieces of housekeeping here at the very end. This afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, the Destiny Community Podcast crew is actually going to be getting together live on Twitch to play the new Friday the 13th game, which I think is going to be a ton of fun. And then later, Patrick is actually going to take all of our viewpoints, because we'll all be streaming it. Miss 5000 Watts, Tefty Teft, Pope Bear, Patrick, and I will all be streaming our points of view, and then Patrick is going to take all of those streams, put them together, and kind of make a highlights reel. So that should be a lot of fun, and that should appear on his YouTube channel. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.